I was sentenced to death, but I wasn't the least bit rattled. I even had the nerve to mouth off in front of the cameras.
I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here.
The news hit like a bomb. Local gangs, people from all walks of life, even inmates behind bars, everyone started making moves. Because I was the biggest drug lord out of the Middle East, worth several $billions. They loaded me into a prison transport and headed for federal penitentiary. Halfway there, an escort police cruiser cut off the transport. Two cops stepped out and walked straight toward the vehicle. The first one to make a move was the very officer escorting me. He grabbed the keys and unlocked my shackles. $100 million was practically in his hands until a SWAT unit stumbled onto the scene. His partner opened up with a submachine gun and got dropped by a single SWAT bullet on the spot. With the whole thing blown wide open, the other cop did everything he could to cover me while I got to the car, but before he could run with me, SWAT turned him into Swiss cheese. I hijacked the cruiser and floored it, but I still couldn't bust through the perimeter. But that $100 million bounty had already made everyone lose their minds. The authorities knew things were going sideways fast. They scrapped the original plan and brought in a helicopter to move me by air. What they didn't count on was someone already had eyes on it. One shot to the engine.
Cover!
The helicopter lost control and it went straight down. That's what money can do. With every plan falling apart, law enforcement regrouped and went all in. Every cop in the city was mobilized, a convoy of dozens of vehicles. They'd barely gotten underway when an old man shuffled slowly across the road. A traffic cop started telling him to move, and before he even finished his sentence, a truck came blasting out of nowhere and plowed straight into the police formation. A wave of gang members poured out of vehicles, smoke grenades came raining down from the buildings above, and they unleashed hell on the officers. For $100 million, these people would do anything. They even broke out the rocket launchers, leaving nothing but fire and wreckage in their wake. The mob boss finally carved his way through to the transport vehicle and yanked open the door. Inside was nothing but a dummy. Turns out the police had been running a decoy operation the whole time. The real me had already been quietly slipped through an underground tunnel under SWAT escort into a waiting vehicle, still bound for federal prison. I wasn't about to let it go at that. I turned to the SWAT officers in the car and asked how much they made in a month.
66,000 a year.
Not even with overtime.
Then casually doubled the bounty on the spot. $200 million, split three ways, $66 million each. One of them scoffed and didn't even bother to respond. Then, without a word, the officer behind the wheel slowly hit the brakes and turned his gun on his own partner.